Jola. Hi, Birdie.
What's going on, y'all?
Nothing much. How you feeling out here?
I am good. Give me 1 second. Well, I'm still here. I just need to get some stuff together as I'm still figuring out StreamYard, y'all. I just invested in the paid version of StreamYard. None better. What's going on, brother? So I'm still working with some stuff.
Jola.
Yep.
Yo. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Out Heree Podcast. We get some technical difficulties together out here. Bear with us.
Y'all good. We can talk. I just cut the camera out. Y'all on live.
Yeah, I know. What you call it? How you feeling? None better.
I'm good. I'm just trying to get my audio straight and all that.
Okay. Did you rub feet today?
What happened?
Huh? Yeah, everybody. Say if you are out here and you have a penis, you should always try to rub some feet in your life. You know what I'm saying? It works out really good.
Rub some feet? Was that rub some feet?
Yeah, rub
Who should rub some feet?
Why we promoting feet rubbing
use
out
your
here?
fingers for good, not evil out here.
Who rubbing feet?
So y'all not rubbing no feet? That's crazy.
I didn't say I wasn't, but I'm saying why are we promoting it today?
Because my feet are here unrubbed. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm trying to save another person out here from being out here with their feet unrubbed.
What's happening right now?
With what? I'm me just spitting facts and y'all trying to break down my facts? Like the hell? That's what's going on out here.
You crazy.
Wow.
But anyway, y'all, what's going on? We are back for another Sunday. Rubbing feet out here apparently because it's the end of the summer and we wilding out for the rest of the summer. So I guess we rubbing feet for the last 2 days of summer.
Apparently,
I mean, for all 2020s, 2021, 2022, 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and on to the 30s, you should put your fingers to use for a good cause, and it should be rubbing feet.
I'm glad we about to have AI to do that since we talk about that today.
AI, I don't know. If y'all get a nice AI man to come rub my feet, y'all better pray for salvation out here, because
she just gave AI agenda. She said AI man.
Yeah, got a nice AI man.
Like the Mr. Clean commercial. Mr. Clean was in there and he was doing his little mop dance with the lady. And she was like, "Ooh, yeah, like that."
Right. We all got fantasies. They about to upgrade vibrators now to have AI. They're gonna talk to y'all and like tell y'all sweet nothing that after they're done, make y'all bust a squirt or whatever. They're gonna tell y'all some sweet bullshit afterwards.
I'll pass on that. Just rub my foot, Mr. AI man.
Do they got that? Do they got feet rubbers out here? Like, do they got AI feet rubbers out here? Let us know in the comments.
Brody, what?
What?
Do they got feet rubbers that's AI? They got vacuums that's AI. They got digital girlfriends that's AI. Do they got feet rubbers that's AI? They didn't know your body spots where you like to get rubbed at.
Would that have to be like in a like a machine? Like I have to put my whole foot in the machine for that to happen? Wait,
the point of the AI is that the AI is forever learning, right? So eventually it will learn how it would customize your massage different than the next person's.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. Whatever you say, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a weird point, and we get into a weird point in our lives.
I'm saying they got AI everything now.
Like custom massages? Nah. Let me get that custom massage. Now, if you go ask for a custom massage, you might end up arrested.
They already got a massage chair with memorized settings for a certain massages that massage chair going to give you. It's going to go through a pattern of settings. The only different thing that AI would do is that it would learn the pattern of settings that you like the best.
Yo, this is why we need our other late ass co-host to come along and say, yup. Massage chairs,
yeah. Like my baby out here. You know
Speaking of which, anybody heard from Drew Too Cool?
I mean, he's lifing right now. I heard from him. He's lifing right now. Like, so But he see what we doing. He's watching. He's liking and all that. But he's coming back around.
As long as he good, that's all that matter.
Yeah, life is life right now. You know, we all go through our things. Some bounce back sooner than others.
Yeah, big facts.
For my man, thank you for my man.
So we about to do an introduction right now. I suppose we are about 12 minutes into the pod where we should have been. We about 8 minutes into the pod and we're a bit late. I'm gonna let the lady introduce herself first because she is the lady in the building, so she should go first.
As I should, you're right. Out here. Hi everybody. My name is Goddess Honey Cocoa B, and the B stands for babe because I'm never light skinned. I know that on your phone, y'all probably gotta fix y'all lighting because it might look like I'm something else, but I'm definitely Honey Cocoa Beige chocolate. Live to you from New York. You say New York all day, baby, and I'm past the ball on to the gentleman right underneath me out here.
So that was Goddess Honey Cocoa Tatas, because that's all y'all seen.
Mute him out here. Mute him.
That's delicious out here.
Mute yourself as well.
Can I do that? I think I got the power of Zeus back here. I can't.
Yeah, you can. Y'all need to mute yourselves.
I was muted out here briefly. But anyway, and y'all already know what it is. It's Brody the One, aka Blackmail Media, the pro antagonist out here. We back for another stream. Happy Sunday to y'all. Happy Sunday fun day. We got our kids about to go back to school. We about to talk about some interesting topics that's going on right now. So
he didn't even introduce himself.
Who me? I didn't. Oh, you hit Brody? Yeah, Brody.
So you.
Oh no, I didn't introduce myself yet. I was waiting till after Brody finished because that was Mr. Slick up there over there. Mr. Slick, he just tried to slide that in and try to act like he was muted. Look good. Delicious. I thought I was muted. Anyway, it's your boy None Better out here. I mean, I'm here to make nothing but better situations out of what we doing.
I like that. So the topic today, we about to get into something that's been going around lately, AI. The title of the stream is, AI and how it could possibly affect our society going forward. So this is something that actually None Better brought up in one of our meetings. So I wanted him to
AI been affecting our society for the longest. Struggle blades. He's the reason NBA got the neck tattoos accepted. He's the reason that y'all can wear the sleeve now on the floor.
Nobody was wearing the sleeve like that before AI though. AI definitely put the sleeve on. I was telling nigga this yesterday. I was like, yo, AI put niggas on the sleeve. Nobody was wearing a shooting sleeve like that before AI, bro.
Yeah, he was getting this is separate from what we gotta talk about, Pod. I was just bullshitting. But yeah, he was getting fined for that at first when he first started wearing.
They was acting like it was enhancing his game, but it was just an accessory.
Yeah, I remember when that happened because he had wore that on particular sleeve. That one time.
You don't know what we talking about.
At all.
And then that sleeve, it was giving him Mighty Morphin Power Ranger powers on the court. So and then they was like, "Whoa, chill with the sleeve because you also got them braids. Them braids probably got secret powers in it." You know what I'm saying? And then
not the braids with secret powers.
That's crazy. That's wild crazy right now. But at least you remember AI had braids.
Nah, that's the worst part though. When you see somebody with their struggle set, the starter set is always the worst stage.
First of all,
AI had little struggle joints that ended at the back of his neck.
I'm a professional at all sports manners, okay? Like foosball. You know how they take the puck and then they dribble it to the thing and then they go, oh, you know what I'm saying? I know all things about sports.
What's happening right now?
I mean, we talk about mental health, but we don't talk about mental health. We don't got mental health. That's what you sound like you need.
Look you out here. Yes. We don't appreciate the hate on the honeycomb.
I don't think I'm suited with the mental health that you need after that.
It's not even.
I'm a sports professional. So.
This not even really Goddess Honey, y'all. This is a deep fake. This is somebody else deep faking this Goddess Honey right now.
Gra. Eat the ice cream.
She about to be an industry plant out here.
I love AI.
Oh, she actually is chocolate. This is AI, a filter.
Yes,
It's
exactly. If King Dog can do it, I can do it too. The fuck.
she's actually 13 shades darker than she appears to be. So
Actually, this is a perfect shade that I am. It's honey cocoa based chocolate. That's the
Yo,
perfect shade I need to be. Thank you.
that's funny.
So
let's
as
get
far as
into
AI goes,
Oh yeah, as far
what
as AI,
made you want to talk about AI in our
okay, boom.
society?
So I ran across a clip recently that said, in order to buy more mature video games, they're gonna start implementing facial scans to make sure you're old enough to buy these particular brands of games.
mm,
Hmm.
And the game that specifically I seen it on, they were talking about GTA 6, and you know that's a hot commodity. Every time Grand Theft Auto comes around, it's always a big issue. Somebody always says it made people commit crimes and it's a detriment to our society. But Call of Duty drops every year on time, on schedule, and
right.
nobody says anything about that.
Well, isn't like that's like two separate things though. Because if you're playing Call of Duty, right, which Call of you're saying like, oh, I'm gonna sign up for the army, I'm gonna do my service to the country, and that's why I'm off, you know, unalive in the name of the love of my country, versus playing Grand Theft Auto, and I'm unaliving people just for the fun of it.
Well, Call of Duty has evolved more so. I mean, most people ain't even playing the story mode where you get to feel like you in the army at all. It's just a all out warfare. You going around looking for weapons, shooting each other. There is no build up to the like you feel like
Yeah,
you're
but it's
part of the
still like
army.
military based. Like you are part of some type of military, so it's still supposed to be legal,
Okay,
like
but they also have
unaliving.
stereotypes in those games too.
Mm.
You'll see Muslim men with head wraps and hijabs and things like that, and those are your enemies with RPGs. Come on, there's
Yeah,
like
and
stereotypes.
I definitely get that, but I'm just saying the whole premise behind it is still the way you're going about moving about in the game is still it's still technically legally because you're in some form of a army or military. Versus with GTA, you are a single person going out there committing acts or crimes or whatever case to be, just solely for yourself. It's not committing acts of unaliving for a country, which is different.
To me, really, that's neither here or there about the AI situation. The
No,
AI
I was just talking
situation,
that was more so in regards to like what you said about
yeah,
how GTA every time it comes out is a problem, but when Call of Duty comes out, they don't really say much.
I understand that. Uh, I understand what you're saying, but you know, it's senseless violence anyway. I think it's marketed towards older, of mature age, and it's labeled as such. But still, you know, people still get it for their kids because it's the newest, hottest, talked about thing.
Mm.
So, how far do we go with AI if they can tell you off of facial recognition how old you are? Some people still get carded, and they because they have young faces at the liquor
Mm.
store. So how can we just tell off of someone's face how old they are? How far are we going to go where we're going to ban people off of digital censorship and digital metrics of who you are, how you are, where you are, what you sound like, what you look like? How far do we go with this AI?
Mm.
Well, I was watching something on it today, and
Mm.
basically we already to the extent where it's become dangerous as far as information. They say it only takes 3 seconds to get your facial recognition for it to be in the database forever. So we all in there already. It's
Mm.
almost a wrap for that. Um, I think now we need to go into the preventative to figure out, what problems are going to come into the future that we can't prevent now. Like as far as what you're saying with the ID, I think that's already coming about. They've been talking about doing stuff like that with the real ID and the chip in your ID. And now they even got an easier way to do it with AI, where they don't even need to chip you now. AI knows who you are. AI can tell how old you are from baby pictures of you and age you 20 years. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to revert any way backwards. We can only kind of really focus on what's about to go forward.
Because I kind of agree with them doing that anyway. I personally feel like a lot of them games, like if we sit there, we talk about music and how music affects the mental and how you view the world. so do video games if that's what you play predominantly. So if
Mhm.
predominantly if all you're doing is violent things, and now your brain is linking the endorphins that you get from playing that game and doing those actions, and now you're trying to figure out why your life is not the same because you're mainly getting these endorphins from playing those games. What you call it does change how people view violence. It desensitizes them to it, and the earlier your kids are playing those type of games, you're saying the more they think it's acceptable, it's okay, it's cool. They already synthesize us with like regular videos of them, like World Star and the rest of them. Like we don't react as a society the same that we would if this was 30, 40 years ago or something that was to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely am fine with them making what is that sound?
Got no idea.
What's up?
Yeah, it ain't
Some
me. I
like
muted for a second.
some like mechanical
I'm about to
dinosaurs
say it
fighting
sounds
for
like some
dominance.
AI thinking in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is going
Uh-oh.
on?
Yeah, they fighting for like dominance in the background. But what you
It's
call it?
me.
I feel like if we are like I definitely there's some we should like Brody said do something preventative where it's not where because it's gonna get that way. You're saying this is something that people years ago were worried about with technology and look how far we have advanced and are still advancing. And then which call so this AI thing is going to advance further. So we do have to come up with preventative measures for the what ifs that might come on later on in the future. I know that when I was looking up some stuff, what you call it, for 5 minutes before we came on the podcast, because I don't know nothing about no damn AI. What you call it? I didn't know, like, everybody who goes on those little apps and do the
You still here?
it's like every once in a while, I don't know what the hell. But anyway, what you call it? I know that I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, 5 minutes right before the podcast, I looked up. So all the little apps that people are getting on, and they're making all these AI like, oh, create your business photo and do that stuff. They don't realize that right then and there you lost all rights to that
To your
imagery.
image. Right.
Yeah, and then so and in the United States right now, no one can actually copyright AI produced image. What you call it? Like it's a whole bunch of little laws that they're trying to work out. Little pieces is still something new, but as of right now, you don't own that image. So you're going on, you get on these sites, and those sites, those apps, and the fine print. There's what the fuck?
What's going on, GFG? Appreciate you for coming in. I don't know what that noise is in the background. It looks like it's throwing Honey off. She'll be on her Dory mode, but I felt her point though. Are you getting a phone call right now? Because you muted. You muted yourself. You got to unmute yourself.
That's what happened. I muted myself. I was cursing you out. That's what was happening. You know what I'm saying? I was cursing you out. I can hear you. I may be muted, but I can definitely hear you talking nonsense. I'm not Dory. I remember everything at the time I'm supposed to remember it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was definitely throwing me off. I don't know what was going on, what dinosaurs, what AI, what creatures was fighting, but I couldn't keep my train of thought. But yeah, y'all gotta be careful out here doing all those using them apps to make all these images because then they could just use your shit and go ahead. But I know Brody had brought up something before in the past where we was talking about them like using AI to create videos that look as if it really is happening. So how
Right.
does that relate to future crime, especially within politics? We already knew that they use that type of espionage to like fake certain photos and videos, and we don't find out the truth about it to 50 to 100 years later. So how that going to reflect on like on corrupt politicians and corrupt policing when it comes to being able to use technology that advanced to make it seem like somebody's doing something they're not?
Exactly. Like in cases like George Floyd, for instance. I mean, this is overused and all that. It's a cliche, but imagine if they could have deep faked that video to make it look like he was resisting arrest, regardless to what the witnesses saw.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that will be ongoing because they can make anybody look like anybody. They can make anybody sound like anybody else. That shit is dangerous, man.
Yep.
I seen a video, and there's several videos out there. I wanted to upload it to this. I'm trying to figure that out, and I may do it before the stream is over. but they got a deep fake of Tom Cruise so good, yo. It moves with your face and everything in live video. It's wild. It's real wild. Like, I mean, you cannot tell this is not Tom Cruise. It's crazy.
Bro, do you have the link to the StreamYard inside of the YouTube chat?
Oh, I can add it.
Yeah, please add it. So I can tell Chanel to click on there because she's texting me now, but I can't get to her.
I'm about to say, didn't you send it to the chat?
Yeah, but that phone died.
Got you. It is now in the stream.
Can you pin it on YouTube?
I think.
Sorry, y'all. We still trying to figure things out.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out StreamYard, y'all. It is
we got
what
another
it is.
host coming in or whatever case to be, but that's what I'm mainly concerned about. You know what I'm saying? Especially as even with us as an upcoming podcast, and as our views and our opinions change. You're saying if somebody has a vendetta against us or whatever, you're saying they can definitely go and make an AI saying they were doing or said all types of things. You're saying, how do you disprove that? You're saying when people really go off, people believe what they see or what they think they see. So how do we fix that? How do we stop that? I know that I think it was last year or the year before, a lawyer, she went to Radio City Musical, whatever. She went to go see the Christmas Spectacular with with her daughter. And she was banned from entering the building because facial recognition recognized that she worked for she was a lawyer for a company that had a litigation against MSG, Madison Square Garden, what you call it. So because her face and her job popped up in a system, she was banned from entering the building. So now you gotta think of, I know in the hood when I used to go to the little discount stores and you see mad pictures of people that done stole from the store. And imagine you got caught at one of those stores and now you go to other places and then now they see you. Now they got this recognition like you can't go into most discount stores because you were stealing. It's like none said, like, where do we stop? Like, imagine you were like 15, you stole from a store. Facial recognition recognizes you 15 years later from film store. Now you block from all supermarkets. Now you hungry. What you going to do?
Facts. Y'all, if y'all new in the stream, because I did see we had a person or two come in. We right now are talking about AI. When does it go too far? Right now, they are using facial recognition to understand or obtain information about children when it pertains to buying GTA 6, which is about to come out. So it's going to facial recognize and make sure that they're actually old enough to play the game. And we're talking about how that could be detrimental to society moving forward. Like I said, if you're new in here, feel free to comment and speak your piece, like, subscribe to the channel, and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we definitely do. We appreciate you and all your beautiful fingers out here. Use your fingers for good, not for evil. Big facts.
Big facts out here. Even though I got dumb fingers. So,
yep.
None. Did you have anything on what Honey said?
And then you guys are more than welcome to join the conversation too. The link is
that's crazy. The digital wall of shame is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild though, and it could be very embarrassing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if other people are privy to this information, because once information is on the internet, it never goes away. So if AI knows it, somebody else can figure it out. Now everything you've ever done is public information. Where does privacy stop? You know what I'm saying?
Of course, I just seen something where another part they were talking about the Pinky Doll situation. She was upset that her OnlyFans got leaked.
Oh wow, she got an OF?
Yeah, she was. So she was upset that her OnlyFans got leaked, and they were talking about basically where does it stop? People think that once it goes on the internet, they have paywalls and everything else is going to restrict things, your footage or your information from being leaked. And that's not the case with the internet. It's more of a free-flowing stream, and once it's on there, it's on there.
Yeah.
That's a big fact. And like we was just talking about with the deep fakes, how do you, people are going to capitalize off that. Like, why not make a sex tape with yourself and your girl and act like it's Channing Tatum and Megan Fox. Like, why not? And capitalize off that and make money off that, because who would be able to tell the difference? And a lot of that is going to be happening.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or
yo, the
people might even use
tape is nasty work.
Yo, that's mad wild out here, but you know somebody going to do it.
or they could use the whole like that wasn't me, that was AI generated. That was not me because that would be my stance. But that's not me. I don't know who put my face on that AI and got it out here. So let me tell you, if I see any type of OF account or me busting it open for some dollars, just know that's AI. That ain't definitely not me because I ain't doing that.
Only fakes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I had an OF, that would be anyway, be fake as hell. Y'all gonna see all the pictures I put on Instagram anyway. I got paid $15 for this.
Yo, chill. You let them know the source. You let them know the
Nelly with
source.
the belly is in the building. Hey, baby.
Hi, my Chanel cuz.
Hi everybody.
Hey, baby.
How y'all doing?
Hi, sexy lady.
You want to introduce yourself right
How
quick,
y'all
baby?
doing? It's Nelly with the belly. How y'all
It's
doing
yep,
out
yep,
here?
yep.
We
It's yep,
outside.
yep.
So let me ask y'all something.
Pure.
Do y'all think that your kids would be any less embarrassed if you had a sex tape out there and everybody seen it, but then you was like, nah, wait, that was a deep fake? Or even if it was truly a deep fake, do you think that's less embarrassing to the kids?
No.
So really, then it don't matter if people find out it's a fake or not, because you're going to live with that reputation, basically, regardless of what it is.
Because that's the problem with allegations, period. You were saying, like, it's always your word versus mine. It's really hard to alleviate that situation, whether you say it's a fake or it's not a fake. So, I know somebody that actually went through that. Like, their oldest son, they had an older teenage son before they started doing OF. And then the kids in school and find out about it, but luckily her son claimed that he didn't hear. You're saying, but that's a crazy situation. Like I even think about like sometimes like my pictures be a little racy or what the case be, but like I feel like if I was going to the beach or the pool and I'm in a bathing suit, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a bikini at the pool. But to like have a open X tape, what you call it, like I don't know, like that's just too much. You know what I'm saying with me raising children. You know what I'm saying I maybe with a girl might be a little different. I don't know. Do y'all think that like you muted, baby? You muted. You
Yeah,
muted.
Chanel, you muted. You got to unmute yourself, baby.
How
There you
y'all
go.
doing? I knew that the whole time. Anyway, I got girls and I couldn't see them seeing me naked on nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I wouldn't want my kids to be on there, so I'm not gonna make myself be on it. You feel me? Because kids follow what you see, what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I just wouldn't do it. Like my kids, and then they'll be embarrassed.
Chanel, you cut out. Come back in when you're ready. There you go.
Let's
Go
use
ahead.
that.
Your
Yeah,
mom's on this or your mom's on that. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to school and then they be like, oh, I see your mother's coochie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's embarrassing. I don't know. I just
What
wouldn't do
about
that.
artsy
Like
stuff?
I think
What if it was
single people
artsy?
should do that. I think single people. I feel like people with kids. I really feel like it shouldn't be done. I don't know.
But even if they single now, that don't mean they ain't not gonna have kids later on. You're saying the sooner or later that's gonna definitely get out at some point. But what
Yeah.
about what about
Hey,
nude
yo, who
pictures being
firing off the
artsy?
rocket to the artsy stuff?
I was gonna ask. What you go like?
Who let off the
What
ooze to the artsy?
Huh?
what if it's like artsy? Like what if it's like some art? Like you know how people doing the silhouette where it was like dark, what you call it, or with the splash of color, or like the people that do the nude full body paint where they're in like in the picture and then they're all the way nude. What about that? Is that still do people still consider that distasteful? Is that something to be embarrassed about with your kids?
Nah, which one of y'all weirdo niggas is letting out the ooze to the artsy joints, to the silhouette challenge? Which one of y'all was getting right to the silhouette challenge? Y'all out of line.
hitting shorties with the Titanic. Like, let me draw you.
Like,
Let me
cause I
draw
can
Hey,
see
you.
me
yo,
doing
not to
like a
let me draw
nude
you.
artsy type of thing. I can see me doing that, but I don't
It
know.
worked for Leo.
I don't know if
Well,
I
let me
could do
draw
like a
you.
full fledged nudie nude.
Brody tried to blur the background and still caught the grabber.
Man.
Chanelica, what
I
up,
asked
big
the
dog?
God there. Y'all not gonna answer my
What
question.
up, bro?
Out
What's
here.
going on with you? Hi, bro. How you feeling?
How do
I'm
y'all feel about
alright.
the
I'm
new
alright. I'm here. I'm
artsy
here.
dudes? How do y'all feel
That's
about
what I'm
those?
saying. I'm here. I'm here.
The
I
artsy
got a little
nudes.
attitude. I got a
Yeah.
little snap me out, but I'm here.
I
You
think
know
that
what I'm saying?
it's a way to be
I got a little
tastefully
snap
nude.
me
That's
out,
not
but I'm
embarrassing
here.
to your
You know, I got a
family.
little bite today.
Yeah.
I think that it's mad ways to be tastefully nude, but like it depends on
Yes.
context. That won't affect your
Yeah, I
children if
feel
your
like the
children want to see
artsy
anyway.
thing, baby. I feel like that's cool, but like just showing your whole coochie cat, your whole breast, I just no.
Yeah, that's a no.
Nah, some of them coochie cats don't need to be shown. They need to be
Oh,
thrown back
okay,
to
for
front.
real,
They need to go to
especially
the
them inside out
veterinarian.
turkey looking ones. I don't like those. I
Some
like
Again, I'm
coochie
everybody
cats.
know, like I said the last time we went live on YouTube, do not be ashamed of the vagina that you have. That is your vagina. That is your thing. You're saying, don't let nobody shame you.
Don't let her lie.
Your
Sew that
vagina
pussy up. It looks
just ain't
nasty.
for me. You know what I'm saying?
Sew that pussy up.
But it's for you and like this. You can't
Don't be
change how
proud of
your
that
vagina
inside
look
out
unless you
turkey
go get
pussy.
Nah,
your
I'm
Yeah,
lips.
not
sew that
hearing
thing
that.
up with some surgery.
Ladies sit there and talk
Tie that thing
about
up.
dicks
You know
all
what I'm saying?
day.
Because that inside out
Yo,
don't
yo,
be
Brody, you
inside
gonna
out.
let the
Get it
brothers
with some
ladies sit here
surgery.
and talk about dicks all day. Nobody wanna sit there with that Arby. We have the beach looking at
Yo,
Excuse me,
word, yo, word,
Brody. When we
word,
had the first podcast, did I not say, fellas, uh, your penis is your penis. Don't let nobody shame your penis. I'm just
Okay,
gonna
they gotta
say
sew
that
that pussy
your
up. You
penis
heard?
ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I don't think we should shame anybody for the body parts that they did not themselves construct. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now
now,
some
if
of
you
them do
went and you
construct it because they
constructed them
coochie. They be
shits,
getting so much dick, their coochie cat just come on out, just fall right
that's
on out.
not how that works.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what the
Hey,
girl
not
looked
the
like. It looked
booty
like
cat
y'all
falling out
see
the
this girl. It
sides.
looked like
What?
her
That's
coochie
not how
cat
that
just
works.
fell right on out. I'm
How
telling
the
you.
hell we
I'm
go
telling
from
you, baby.
AI to inside out
I'm
coochie?
telling you, it turned it inside. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Cause they gonna be
Speaking of
visually
which,
impairing them joints too. They got the
Penis does
NPC cootie
not
tat out
cause
there.
having
they building
sexual
the blueprints
relations
to the
does
new
not
cootie cats
cause
out here.
prolapse. I'm not gonna be with them and they crazy asses. Listen, y'all. Let Goddess Honey Coco be let you know. Penises do not cause prolapse. I'm not gonna side with it. It's funny, but I ain't gonna side with them. I'm not. There's a lot of people probably gonna check out this podcast that got prolapse, and I'm not on their side. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. I don't know what
All
you're
right, well, let me
doing.
put out this though. Like they come at
Sew the
niggas
prolapse
that
up.
can't
I
get
say
hard.
people
They
should
come
have
at you,
free
call
surgery
you
for
lip
prolapse.
noodle and all that. I mean, it's medical reasons for that.
Yo, Brody.
Once again, I think you should be able to stand firm or unfirm if you want to.
For
It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't let
Yo, bro.
nobody shame you, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they be out there on
Don't let
OF.
nobody shame you,
They
baby.
be out there on
Yo, I'm done
OF
with you,
opening
baby.
up the tootie cat trying to blow it out like a trumpet. They talk about they
Listen,
be trying to blow it out the tootie cat like a trumpet. They like, hey, yo, get your motherfucking jazz band bass ass.
Yo,
listen.
I'm
If
dead. I
you
can't
got a
deal with
jazz
y'all. Y'all too
band,
much.
don't
Y'all
be
too much.
ashamed
Y'all
of
too
your
much.
jazz band.
so let me ask y'all a question.
Go
Do you
ahead.
think with the AI that they got, that since they'll be able to facially recognize you, they'll be able to like draw the rest of your body based on what AI think you will look like, and be able to
You
just
do it
deep fake
now, I
you?
think.
You can do that
I
now.
think they do that now.
Yeah.
That's
Yo,
wild.
there was this guy on he was on TikTok. He was just moving around like a robot, and people was paying him just to go like this.
They do that to a lot
Listen,
of
I
people.
gotta get live on this TikTok, baby. Let me get on your page so I can move around
Let me say
slow, and
the
people can pay
you
me to be a
can.
robot.
I got just fixed the damn thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, right? We live in a world where it's so crazy that now we have ways to have people have robots and have AI, and people will still go look for somebody fake doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody fake doing it still
Hmm.
sells more than the actual thing that's doing it, or the person that's actually doing it. Like that's
And
how
that's
crazy
crazy.
the world is. You know what I'm saying? Like you rather
It's
go
crazy.
watch somebody fake do something. You rather watch a person fake pretend they a robot, fake pretend they a non-playable character when there are actually robots and non-playable characters on these same sites. That's how crazy the world is. That's
No,
why
I'm
AR took us
serious.
so
I'm
much.
serious.
Like people are actually modeling their makeup and their face after the pictures that AI made for them.
Wow.
What do y'all think that's going to do for content coming soon? Like, do you think that there's going to be no creativity no more? Do you think it'll make content better because now AI has unlimited things to think about?
I think it's not going to be as much creativity because it's going to be so much like electronic shit going on. You know, people ain't going to be real. You know, it's not going to be more real people doing it.
Mm-hmm. Like
What you
people
think,
don't
man?
have to. They don't have to invest nothing no more. You're saying a lot of
Creativity
times.
been out the window, bro.
I don't think
Creativity been out
so.
the window for the longest, bro. Everybody wanted to be a Barbie at one point. All the girls wanted to be a Barbie. They was all rocking that same bang and the pink wigs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted
Listen,
to be.
don't be trying to
It's
diss
not a.
Barbie because I like Barbie and I'm about to watch the Barbie movie tonight and I need some
Oh
pink
no,
cotton candy and everything else, okay? And I need a
that's not what
tutu,
I'm
baby.
talking
Can you
about.
order me a tutu so I can watch the Barbie party in a tutu? Yeah. Hmm.
That's not what I'm talking
I
about. But I'm
mean, good
just
luck with
saying,
all
as far
that
as
stuff.
creative, people started
I ain't
sounding
gonna
the
hold
same.
you.
When it
Now,
comes to music, people
it's
started to dress the same. It became
I
a
feel like there's a
narrative. If you don't
little.
have these certain things, then you're not. You get what I'm saying? Creative is going out the window.
I don't think so. You're saying because at the end of the day, throughout the history of people having like somebody famous or somebody on a certain like plateau, whether it was royalty or whatever, people have their style has always emulated those who were in the eye. You know what I'm saying? So even when we was growing up, the people that were like doing the pink bangs or the under pink with Nicki Minaj or the Nicki Minaj bangs, what you call it, they may have been influenced by said artists, but nowadays I feel like people are not even trying because you, of course, you're emulating, but you're still throw your own little personal touch. But being that it's shown that having bandwagon thinking, doing the same thing someone else is doing can still make you money, can still give you notoriety. Nobody's really trying as hard to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That they're not trying. But I think in the past, there were ways. So even Barbies had different Barbies. So people were trying to be different type of Barbies, different type of careers. The Barbie
Yeah,
even though it had its own flag, they still were pushing certain narratives for women
yeah,
empowerment.
but nowadays with the
Because
internet,
they even
they'll
got the
grab your
Barbie
whole
challenge on
joint.
TikTok.
Hmm?
Nowadays with the internet, they'll take your whole joint, word for word, ball for ball.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
what I meant. Like
word.
now, no
And
Word,
one's
act like
ball
trying.
it's
for
his.
ball.
Yeah, act like it's his.
Yeah, like and it don't matter. Like what you call it. And I personally felt like like Brody said, it's not going to stop. We're going to keep progressing, but we also have to still keep some type of originality still there, where we're not going to just be replaced
Right.
by all these other things. So still putting our foot down, like, hey, we definitely understand that our technology is going to improve and it's going to keep improving, it's going to keep going, but we still make sure we still leave a nice deep carved out space for people with real ideas, real actions, real something.
Right.
So I saw a study earlier was talking about how like places like Amazon right now they got AI where they basically have a robot bring a bin to the people and they can pick out the items, but they still got to pick out of that bin of items. They said there is an AI that's smart enough to pick out the items individually, regardless of what item it is in the world. And that right there, from a click of a button, would eliminate 4 million jobs in America.
Mm.
So I mean, right now, unemployment is not that bad. After pandemic, niggas had to go back to work. They was missing that $600 a week from unemployment. But now, with AI coming alive within the next 5 or so years, we might see an increase in unemployment because they ain't gonna need your ass no more. They're gonna be like, man, the fucking robot do it, and we paid 10 racks, and that shit do it forever. So why would I
Yeah,
pay
they
you
got McDonald's already started that already.
with the
McDonald's
kiosk?
started that. Yeah, so they got somebody that comes, a robot that brings you your order downstairs. It comes down the chute, what you call it. Then there's another app similar to Uber, but it's you know what I'm saying. They have a driverless car, and a car takes you. I don't think it gets on that many highways. It goes local mainly,
Mm.
but what you call it, like so that's taking away jobs from people that do transportation, jobs from people that do fast food. You're saying it's gonna be hard, and that's what happened when they started using
And
technology.
I'm
A
the
lot of
new
those
kids out
factories.
here.
Nah, it's a big fact out here.
Right.
Chanel, you had something on that about the jobs being affected by AI?
Oh no. I got too much on that AI stuff. I don't really be messing with that.
So what do
That's
you
for
think
my
about your
life.
job? Like your
Huh?
job is one of those jobs that take human interaction right now. Like
Yeah. So
people
my
need to
job
be
will never
taken
do
care
that.
of by another human being. Do you
Yeah, you
think that
can't.
AI will eventually threaten jobs like yours, where people
Never,
need to be given medicine?
never.
No.
I think
Because
so.
you know what, they can't trust those AIs with medicine and stuff like that. Because what if it has a technicality? You know what I'm saying? Somebody dies or they give the wrong medicine, and that'll be on the hospital, and they don't be trying to have those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their money, and they don't want to get sued for that bullshit. You feel me? And then my job, per se, it needs regular hands. So I gotta turn people, put on their shoes. You ain't
Yeah, they got
AI
that
ain't
new
gonna get
bed
you
that
across
flip them
the
like
street.
pancakes now.
Man, I don't
They
know if
got
it's
that
like
new bed coming out. They flip them like pancakes. Turn them over to the other side.
they now have like
No, for real,
security guard
bro.
bots and all that stuff. So if they have bots that go around the office, they can do the same thing with nurses and a lot of things. Where if they're just doing basic reads on like the person's their vitals and able to dispense medication because they already have bots that do dispense medication. So at some point, it is going to start encroaching upon the medical field. And I remember being on Facebook and somebody had made a video about AI taking over and doing all that stuff. And then somebody was like, "Oh well, you need to make sure you work in a career where they can't take it over." How do you know? Things are going to keep advancing more and more and more and more.
Word.
Yeah, I think that's me.
That's you or that's me that's making the noise?
Is it
Mute yourself
me?
one more time. No, not you, Nelly.
It's me?
No, mute yourself one more time. One more game. Um, I don't know. It's one of us. Either me.
Would it sound like a buzzing?
Almost like a staticky echo. I think it's me because none better is he's muted. So let me come right
What's
back.
going on, Jack?
Hey, Jack.
How do y'all see people coming in?
Only I can because I'm the host. Sorry. You gotta see it on YouTube.
Oh, okay, okay. Hi, Jack. How you doing? How you feeling? What you up
What up
to?
with y'all, bud? What up with y'all, baby? What y'all been up to? What y'all got going on?
So I've just been up to trying to get somewhere to move to. You know what I'm saying? Get that bag. I just seen a
Really?
cute. So I'm trying to get that. You know what I'm saying? 2 bathrooms. Like, yeah, I got shit all day, nigga. Ooh.
Yo, tying it all up, speaking about movement, whatchamacallit? Also in New York, in this AI situation, to tie the two topics, because I'm from New York, they trying to, a lot of the turnstiles is not going to be swiped anymore. They want you to
Right.
digitally take your credit or debit card and tap it against these systems to
You
pay
said
for
tap
your
your
fare.
debit or credit card. Wait, AI taking my debit card. What the hell?
Yeah, they doing like, how you go to the store and you can just touch your card instead of entering your card and entering a PIN number?
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, you'll be able to tap your card. You know, you tap your card at the store.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you'll tap your card at the train station.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
That's not dope.
What, to tap your card at the train station? Why not?
Yeah, that's not dope. Because imagine just even walking by the turnstile and the digital sensor picks it up. Or if you lean too close to it, it picks it up.
Oh no, you ain't gonna tap my debit card. Oh, I thought you meant like pay for your ride or something. Like,
Yeah, to pay for your ride. That's what I'm talking about.
He's saying all it will need is a tap. You don't got to push no buttons for it to set it up or ask for no ticket. You just tap, and it'll
yeah, why
automatically
not?
take
You
the
just
money
tap.
off.
That's fine, but you ain't gonna be taking my debit card numbers.
He's saying accidental taps just by walking past it because it's normally at about pants level. Your wallet
Yeah.
right there. You can. That's what
Oh
he
yeah,
said.
see, that'd be some bullshit. Now you can just be taking my money. I'm getting a donut from the station. No, no, we ain't doing that. We
I
ain't
thought
doing
somebody yelling at me.
that.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey. But yeah, they've been doing that for a little while, even on the bus. Like you use your phone, you use your debit card, so you use Apple Pay to get on.
Right, right, right.
They don't got that out here yet. We still playing with
You can
cash
use Apple Pay to get on the bus.
Yeah.
in
If
New
you
York.
tap it, it's something called it's called like Omni. So you got a
Yeah.
little thing, it's like a little screen, and you just put your phone or your card straight to it, and then you able to get on the bus.
Oh, dope, dope.
Yeah. Right now for us in Philly, next to us, the city, they got it where you gotta buy it from the transportation there, and then it'll read your card that way, but it won't actually read like your debit card or your phone, Google Pay or Apple Pay or whatever the case may be. But that is scary too. I was just talking to somebody, and they was talking about how they wanted to get into scamming, and they got a way where they could basically pick up credit card numbers from people just by being in a vicinity, which is related to some technology I've used in the past called geofencing, which basically pings a message to people in your vicinity. It's very expensive to do, but AI and shit like that may be able to do that for people instantly. They might not even need to be in the vicinity with stuff like AI. They can just do it for you.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Scammers are the worst criminals next to goddamn people that rob you. Y'all the worst criminals ever. Like,
the only difference is if the robber doing violence.
Scamming still doing some type of violence. You detrimenting other people's lives, old people. You scamming by getting, because money has to come from somewhere. Money just doesn't generate out of thin air. So you're taking money from older people who you're digging on other people's, you're prying on other people's fortunes or misfortunes to make your own fortune. And it's disgusting the way scammers do things. They usually get older people or people that's nonsensical, or they don't really know what's going on and things like that. It's one of the worst crimes because they mainly get a lot of older folks.
That's facts. I've seen it.
I mean, I get it, but I definitely get it. I feel like scamming is wrong because I know personally, if somebody scam my shit or scam my card or whatever, I'd definitely be.
I'd be tight. Somebody's scam.
I'm beyond that. You know what I'm saying? But it's really no different than what a lot of like major, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian business industries have done to us already. You saying like, you know, those little fine prints or little things they took away from people that didn't understand basic business laws and all that stuff like that. So like, if we're gonna crack down on these scammers, which is normally people that's also poor trying to get over on somebody else that most likely also is poor, if they're not like you said, none better, not trying to like, if they're pretty much robbing the poor to get what they got to do, they come off trying to get fortune off of somebody else's misfortune. I definitely get that, but we need to start cracking down on all those people, even, you know, business vultures that have been doing that to, like, you know, people, small businesses that were having misfortune or making them get misfortune so they can get over on that. But you guys start cracking down on all of them, not just the poor people that's doing it.
So let me ask you all a question, right? So now with the way internet banks and all that is, Apple Pay, Cash App, a lot of people don't keep their money in actual banks no more. And that's because they don't give us interest. So I think one of the functions of a bank that people forgot is like if you get robbed out of a bank, they insure your money. Now that we got a lot of digital money, what do you think, or how detrimental do you think that'll be to people's pockets? Because they really don't got no insurance for their money when they're getting scammed now, or when AI hit them up, or when somebody take their credit card number or take their debit card just a debit card. They don't got no insurance when you get robbed. So what do those people do?
You see, I'm old school. I like cold, hard, tangible cash. You know what I'm saying? It feels better sometimes getting cash than getting digital currency. Somebody sending you funds. I can just send you funds through my phone. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Just with a click of a button, and now it says that I have these funds. But it's just something about the physical feel of cash. It's something that you obtain when you obtain it, when you work for it. Instead of just seeing it instantly digital, it's like, did I even really get anything? Like, sometimes it feels quicker to spend. It feels almost like it's not even there.
Right.
Nelly with the belly, baby. You covering your mic.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I'm here. I'm tuning in.
Yup.
But I don't know. I think I'm so used to the convenience of being able to send money, Cash App, Zelle, that right now I'm without those things and I feel it.
Money's dirty, bro. You don't want to carry that stuff. It's dirty as hell.
I can't see your comments because I'm through StreamYard. Is anyone checking out the YouTube? What's going on in the chat?
Yeah,
YouTube?
I'm peeping the comments. It's Jack right now. He was just talking about Chanel, but that was a little minute ago. That was like 5 minutes ago. He just was like Chanel. He was saying true to Big when Big was talking about how scammers are some of the worst criminals. We caught up on the
I
comments.
think that's Jay. Hey, Jay.
I think Jack said it was Oh yeah. No, Jack is Jay. Yeah.
Hi Jay, what you doing? How you doing? What you doing?
Match a blunt is in here, and Jay.
Where you been?
Hey, Match a Blue. Match a Blunt, my Lou.
Match a Blunt, you finally came. Match a Blunt, turn up.
Yeah, Match a Blunt been in here.
Okay, we see you. I don't see you, but baby see you.
You already know. We're gonna get away where we can all see the comments eventually, y'all.
Yeah, y'all can definitely hit the link. Y'all can join up and talk to us if y'all want to. You say
I think it's pinned, but if not, just pasted it and posted it in the comments again for y'all. Because we talk about AI. I know everybody got their own thoughts about it, whether it's going to end up being like Terminator in the Matrix or whether it's just going to be something that's light.
Yeah, we stuck in the Matrix already. It's over.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We in the Matrix already. It's over. They trying to tell you gender don't exist. It's not a physical thing. They trying to tell you currency ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going down. All the shit is going up. We in the Matrix already.
Honestly, currency is made up. That's made up shit. Somebody said, "Hey, this shiny metal. This is worth 5 lambs." Okay, giving them 5 lambs, and later on, I said, "You know what? Hey, it's cheaper for us instead of minting coins. Let's take these trees, make them real thin, turn them into paper, and this one paper is worth 8 goats." You know what I'm saying? So we just made shit up, and as time goes on, we just continue. Somebody was like, "Hey, what if I say this 001002000 is worth something in the real world?" They just made up a figure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of we be with Bitcoin and all the rest of them. Like, I was part of this other thing called Pi. Pi was trying to come up with their own currency too, like this Harvard student. I don't know what the hell happened to that, but should be crazy. I'm gonna check to see if they ever took off. See if I got some money in here. So would y'all invest in those places? Would y'all invest in those things? Do y'all kind of kick yourself in the ass for missing out on Bitcoin?
Oh hell yeah! My old senior at my last facility, he was in California. He was a Mexican dude, and he told me how he had just sold 100 Bitcoin. And I was like, he said it so smooth, like it was something like, he was like, I sold like 100 or so of my Bitcoin. This is around when Bitcoin was probably worth like 15,000. So it was like he made $1.5 million off that deal. Today, that deal would have been worth about $4 million. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people that made good money off of Bitcoin. Dogecoin, I mean, it's just like any other stock market thing. You could come up, you could fall off. Like my baby mom's mom, she owned Dogecoin when it was worth. It took 1,000 Dogecoin to be 1 penny, and then when it was worth 70 cents, she would have been a millionaire. You know what I mean? So it depends, but I would play it just like anything else I play in the stock market for real.
I think that digital Bitcoin thing, I think that time has come and gone. Because everybody's trying to make a coin now, and I think it's overly saturated, and its value is not what it used to be.
As much as it used to be.
Yeah. So I think that whole Bitcoin gold rush is come and gone at this point right now. The resurgence will probably be in the next couple of years. They've been doing NFTs to make that the new resurgence, and I don't really understand NFTs too well to even try to wrap my head around how to get monetary gain off of those. So NFTs just popped out of anywhere, out of thin air, and I don't know how to even.
Go ahead, honey.
I don't think cryptocurrency is going anywhere because more and more countries are bringing that into their societies.
Africa.
People are also requesting to get paid in Bitcoin as a salary, which is cool. So I don't think it's going anywhere. They just got to just figure out which digital currency is going to be on top at that time. It's going to be an influx on who's going to be on top, who's going to be the main cryptocurrency. But I really don't see it going anywhere. Bitcoin made too much money for people to just give on that.
I mean, Bitcoin right now, 1 Bitcoin is worth 30 G's. Mm-hmm. So it's not worth what it was during the pandemic, but damn near no stock is worth what it was during the pandemic. I mean, look at Tesla. During the pandemic, Tesla stock was at $800. Now Tesla is way down to like $190 a share or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think Tesla's going anywhere? Of course not. The difference between, I understand what Num was saying, where it's saturated, but 80% of cryptocurrency is based on Ethereum. The other 20% is based on the same server that's Bitcoin is on. So all these guys that's creating their own coins, they still rely on the two big coins in order to. So the better they do, the better Bitcoin does, the better Ethereum does. So I would just fuck with them two, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then whatever the other ones do will improve those two. And as far as we was talking about AI, I think that AI will be beneficial in ways to figure out how to do those investments or how to do cryptocurrency mining. I think with the AI feature, because they got the mining machines, it'll be more efficient at mining cryptocurrency, which may make it another gold rush that may come within the next 2-3 years. So I can see Bitcoin being like 100 G's by 2029.
I know that they definitely put online. They be like, you can go into Chat GPT and be like, hey, I have $100. I'm gonna make 250,000 within a year, and they'll write down, come up with a plan for you. Especially the pro, which I don't have the pro, other regular. But yeah, only they don't write sex scenes. Trust me, I'm writing a book right now. I'm trying to get GPT to help me, and they're like, no, we cannot. You know what I'm saying? This goes against our thing. I'm like, wow, y'all real difficult.
See, the thing is, what people don't realize about AI is AIs have to be trained by somebody. Like at the end of the day, it's either some type of human programmer that trains the AI. Now they got something, how they got Chat GPT, I think it's called like Alpha GPT or something like that. This shit teaches other AI how to do what it can do. So now AI is teaching AI already. And then they got something called Chaos GPT on top of that. And that sounds scary in itself, but that shit can basically make AI basically have human emotions. Like we're about to get to the point where computers are about to really be able to emulate human emotion. They really about to be
in 100 years, we're gonna have a whole big political thing about whether or not we should treat AI as actual humans as people start falling in love with the AI systems.
If you think that, do you think AI is one person?
It's gonna be our robot.
I'm about to say, or what's that other shit? Blade Runner on some shit. You know how they had them like copy, and niggas probably ain't seen Blade Runner. But anyway,
I think I did see Blade Runner, but I don't remember too much.
Yeah, they had some replicant people and they was basically AI. But so do you think AI itself will be one person? Like how you said we should treat AI as a person. So if they got start having robots or different computers and shit, is AI one person or is each different system or is each different like machine its own individual?
Because I think over time they're gonna become their own individual because they're supposed to constantly learn as more stuff is inputted into them, and then a lot of them are linked into like the World Wide Web, so they're taking things off the web to help them reach a certain thing. So it may have been programmed by one particular human, but as time goes on, it continues to learn and grow. It becomes its own separate entity, which is what people are going to try to use when it comes to that argument when we get to that spot, because we're going to get to that spot at some point, especially when we're able to make AI actually like an AI robot that has features and emotions that look like you, me, Chanel, none. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, you're gonna reach a world where people are gonna be arguing for said robots and AI. They're gonna be arguing for it.
Yeah, people are gonna want it.
Yeah, you said there's people right now who are in love with sex dolls. And imagine if they are able to put a system inside that sex doll, then we're going to end up going to the world where people want to marry their sex doll.
I just said that people want to marry the sex dolls. I was muted, but I forgot I was muted. But yeah, people said that. You know what I'm saying? People be sexing, they want to marry their. But how do they get to marry a toy? I don't get it.
Same way people, there's a whole, I forgot what it's called.
And then people marrying themselves, like that's just as crazy.
Yeah, and it's a show that shows like weird love or something like that. So somebody that was in love with the rides of a theme park.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was in love. They like to make
not with
love
the rides in the
their
theme
car.
park.
Like they'll like actually like have relations with the car, do like the tailpipe.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like this one lady, I guess now she'll call herself non-binary, but at the time, we didn't have the titles non-binary. And she would go to these theme parks and like rub her finger inside the dirty oil of the amusement park rides and make love and was cheating on one with another. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So people are in love with inanimate things already. Imagine adding emotions in the own free thinking brain to a certain extent.
Do you think it's anything wrong with loving a AI?
I personally feel like a lot of the things that people to pretend to love or think they are going through is definitely a mental issue. And I feel like right now the health, and I was definitely a person that's always screaming about mental health and making sure taking your mental health. But being that the mental health industry right now is a trillions of dollar industry, and it's on the rise, they're using people's mental health and giving it the okay so they can continue making more money. And anybody that sit there and really full tight over heels in love with an inanimate object, to me, definitely is not mentally situated.
I can dig that for sure.
Yo, first of all, putting your peen in a tailpipe is crazy.
I'm wild crazy.
Putting your peen in the tailpipe is crazy.
Like you
The
definitely out of
lady,
order for that. Like
I
what even
definitely
brought that
get
to your mind to do?
putting your stuff in the tip pipe is crazy, but the lady with the music part still took me out of it because she was actually laying up underneath the Ferris wheel, the what you call the wheels, and was really sitting there fingering the machines.
I know you lying, baby. I know you
I'm
lying.
not. Whenever I get a
Hey,
chance, I'm
yo.
gonna. When
Baby,
we do
that
our
shit is
shorts,
wild. Oh my
we
god, I
gotta
know you
definitely break
lying.
this up right here. Let me screenshot this so I can remember what time it was. We're gonna definitely. I'm gonna link it together. It was definitely somebody. The person was out there fingering, like rubbing the oil on her, and they said I definitely cheated on it with another ride, like Tilt a World. It was crazy.
I bet you old boy who's putting his peen in the tailpipe drive a Honda.
No, he had
It
one of them
gotta
like
be a
muscle
Honda.
cars. He had one of them muscle cars. He had like expensive car, but he was definitely in love with said car.
He had a Mustang.
He was like, damn, look at that drop top, look at
And this
that
Mustang his
heavy
peen.
bottom. You know what I'm saying? And they got on some new
Yo,
shoes
how you
too.
giving Herbie the full throttle? Hey yo.
Yo, go to
He's
bed.
wild out here.
Yo, I'm fucking
Go
dead.
to
I'm
bed,
dead.
yo.
Oh, he's giving Herbie the full throttle is nuts.
But
That's
We
once
talk about how
again,
crazy.
oh my
I'd
bad.
rather that. I really rather that. Like, cause know what? They really not hurting nobody at all.
For real.
So, like a lot of stuff that's out right now that's being, censored towards kids, that's harmful to our children. You know what I'm saying? But if there's a man or lady out there who wanna go out there and tongue fuck a spoon, go ahead, more power to you.
Do you think that would end more crimes and more weird shit that's going on in the world today if people just minded their business and had their own little robot?
No,
I mean,
First of all, you know they're gonna be teaching the robots how to do crime.
yeah.
they already got robot cops coming out. You seen that? I heard it was about to come out in New York actually.
What?
They got a cop that's is a robot. They gave it a
Yeah, robot
firearm.
dogs.
Yeah, they do. They do. They give you fines and everything. I
They
seen
got
that.
robot dogs.
The robot dogs and all that. They're coming
I
in
know
New
they
York.
I know they banned in New York. They banned them from being able to use the robot like delivery service.
Hmm.
Mm.
They was trying to do that. They was like, no, it's already gas emissions, all the stuff. But I don't think like Nunn said, like I don't think that's gonna stop anything because people, especially if you give them the tools to learn how, but you haven't gave them the tools to rise above poverty, they're gonna use those things to try to help them get out of a situation that they weren't getting help with prior. We're spending all this money on AIs and we haven't improved our school systems, we haven't improved, saying, we haven't been calling out the United States on all the chemicals that's in our foods, our dyes, all these
Jack
other
was
things that's
just talking
going
about
on,
that.
but they'll, huh?
Jack was just talking about that in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, because like they put all that money on all these other things, but they definitely don't put it on the things that we actually need so that people don't do those things. If everybody was living a life where they were able to enjoy life and not stress and not see their parents stress or they children stress and are able to live a healthy life, get education, education wasn't a big business, then maybe they wouldn't do those things. But you're not doing that. You're not focusing or funneling the money where it needs to go, but you're coming up with all these innovative ideas that's not helping those and poorer classes. So they're gonna use those things to get where they might want to be.
They're about to be like, go gadget, Henny bottle, go gadget, Bravo.
Go.
AI is about to take over.
So let me ask you this though: what do you think about the 1% of people that are going to benefit off things like AI with automated businesses? Those people that are going to become millionaires or that new money that's going to come from shit like AI.
Like all I know, if I get any more poor, I'm robbing people. There's a little switch out there. So like,
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You said Tesla stock is low right now.
It's lower than it was during
compared to
COVID.
the pandemic.
I think we might need to invest in that because Tesla is trying to get these automated truck drivers approved. And if this gets passed, because they're talking seriously about this, having automated long haul truck drivers, where the truck has no person in it and is driving from state to state delivering goods. And if it gets approved, Tesla's going to be on top.
I know they missed out on the flying cars. Another company was able to do the flying cars.
I saw that too. Yeah, they got the government.
Like I said, all in all, how far does this go? Do you feel safe with an 18-wheeler being controlled by a computer?
Absolutely not. What I think is going to happen along with that, I think that they're going to start having like Tesla roads that go to specific places where they already get heavy traffic, like bigger cities, and eventually they're going to have to build roads or at least lanes where it's like only AI or Tesla or self-automated cars in this lane. Like, don't even drive in that lane with them.
I mean, here's the thing, right? So a lot of people, what you call it, and who do truck driving, all of them, there's a lot of space for human error. A lot of space. A lot of accidents that did happen. It wasn't the fault of the vehicles themselves. A lot of times it was the fault of the actual driver themselves because they're overtired, overworked. A lot of things that we do use in life are computer based, AI based, and they function just fine. Am I gonna feel wholly comfortable with AI driving 18 wheelers? Probably not. But I'm just as much more uncomfortable with somebody pulling a 24-hour shift on a road with the 18-wheeler, super tired, trying to stay up.
Now that's big facts. You know, as you know, honey, you know something about my personal life where I believe I mentioned this. My sister, a year and a half ago became paralyzed because she was in a car accident with an 18-wheeler. You know what I mean? Probably somebody that worked 12, 13 hours that day. That, you don't want to be mad at them, but to err is human. Like I said, I think that they'll make accommodations for self-driving cars. Like they'll give them their own lane, or it'll be a route where you don't drive on, like humans don't drive on this route, and this route will go to wherever, and that'll be specifically for self-driving cars. Because like Nunn said, going through traffic and stuff like that, I can't see them doing that. The local deliveries, like you were saying, I can see that because they're going on residential roads. They're not going over 25 miles an hour. But with traffic, it's too many decisions to make with traffic for AI to even do that, I think. So.
Well, they said the computer brain is faster than the human brain, so we shall see. I do want to say, like, if they gave the stamp of approval, where your ass go? If they gave the stamp of approval for flying planes, that means about 40, 60 years, most likely, all the way that we're going to be traveling probably will be through flying cars, leaving the roads open for automated carrier service.
I think that'll be safer to have it come through planes than it would be, or some type of flying, vehicle than it would be for them to be on the road.
See, but I'm saying it's going to be the opposite though, because once they get the goal, which they already did with the flying cars, that means in about 50, 60 years, our main source of transportation probably won't be cars on the road, it'll be cars flying in the sky.
I can see that for sure. That we won't even have a need for roads at that point, will we? If
Yeah,
cars
that's the
fly?
thing. We'll be using. They'll probably just be using the highways and the roads to do delivery services with those AI-driven trucks and cars.
So if we burning up the atmosphere right now with our regular old cars and shit like that, how much more will we fuck up the atmosphere with flying cars and they closer to the atmosphere than they was when they was on the road?
Well, technically speaking, it's called the cars is not what's messing up the emissions into the earth. That's not what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Most of the livestock that we eat, which call it, is actually like 15 cows equal like 2 cars. You're saying, and we eat so much of that of those livestock. Like it would be better and more healthier for the United States in the western parts of the world, which call it for us to actually instead of using cows, to use goats as our main sort of meat because of how much emission cows give off and the amount of cows that we eat within a year. So, and then on top of that, another thing that actually added to the emissions is actually import and export of goods from different countries. It's not our cars. You're saying it's not our cars. We can go. I mean, I think it's healthy for us not to be dependent upon other countries as far as our gas goes, which is why we want to go electric or we want to go solar panel. Understandable, but we will also have to lower how much import and export that we are bringing from different countries that's causing those big giant cargo planes to release all those emissions in the air on a regular basis. How many trips from different countries are generated a day to get people they avocados, they tofu, they out of the season fruit. All those things play as part of the emission, and not just the cars. They drag the car thing because it looks good when you're running for politics, but when you're really talking about the actual, footprint of what's going on, it ain't the cars.
I dig that. That's a fact. So do you think it would be safer or cheaper or better for the environment if they just like instead of flying over some avocados, we can replicate the environment that avocados grow in? Why don't we just do that?
Because everything for a long time really was us trying to show the United States of America trying to show, how wealthy we are that we can go out and buy all those things. And there was so many laws written to stop people from growing their own things to have it. You gotta remember everybody gotta think like all this concrete, all this stuff that wasn't there, saying like hundreds of years ago. This is most of the stuff was fields and trees and all that stuff. We took away all that shit, put these fucking big buildings up, made these tiny apartments. I do agree, us actually growing these things or learning what fruits and vegetables that are native to the country or the state in which we live, so that we can introduce that back into our diet, and not depend on import and export so much. Which call it, or if you're gonna do avocados, get the seeds, like you said, and plant it yourself and have it there, or have a major company. Most of the things that we need have it already in state, so that way we're not importing export. I definitely get confused when we talk about bricks and stuff. But you call it, a lot of the things that we do get does come from China. So that means a lot of their wealth still technically still comes from us. So once we stop depending on those countries for those things, because now we have it in house, that will alleviate a lot of the situations, including our carbon print.
Yeah,
I
that's
I can't see no damn YouTube comments because I know they better not be talking about me because I fight.
Nah, the last thing Jack said was talking about the GMO in foods. That's why I was telling you about that. He said the same thing. That was the last comment. Yeah, I wanted to, say I thought it would be interesting to see like what actually is going to happen when the relationship we have with China dissolves because of shit like BRICS, or because, like you said, we figure out how to do our own stuff, so we don't really rely on their goods. Now it's like, all right, America, y'all owe us $13 trillion. What's up with that money? And America gonna be like, look, man, we owed y'all that money because we had a good relationship, but now that we don't got no relationship, fuck out of here, scram, skedaddle.
Shit is back in blood.
You beat.
Like, I personally feel like I think excuse me. I think we should definitely bring back trades in schools, teaching our kids and everybody that's at home learn how to build their own furniture, learn how to construct and build their own houses, which means a lot of businesses within the United States probably go out because they made us so dependent upon these companies, so dependent upon these technologies and stuff like we don't know how to function without them. So let's bring that back. That's how we help our country grow. That's how we build more jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get more things. That's how we save more trees. Being able to upholster couches and beds and all that stuff, so that all our garbage is not just sitting out there in the middle of the fucking ocean where nobody wanted to pick it up because no country wants to go clean it. Because if they start cleaning it, that means that they take responsibility for it. You know what I'm saying? All these things that we just are so wasteful for, and wasteful with. Once we bring those trades and these learning things back in, like life will go a lot more better. I promise you.
What you think about that, None?
Yeah.
Light on my baby Chanel for you get beat up out here.
Yo. Chanel, baby, come back in whenever you're ready. I don't see you in the
Yes, what's up, Deli? You know I need you here, girl. What's up? But yeah, no. America is very wasteful. We don't do much but supply weapons. So like you said, when this relationship dissolves with China, it's going to be horrible. Simply because we don't have nothing but weapons. So we're gonna strong arm whatever country to do whatever we want anyway.
Right.
Right.
And this is why I think people forget, like, we bring up how America doesn't really build anything for ourselves. And what we forget is other countries really specialize in like one thing. Like China specializes in manufacturing. We was talking about furniture. You got like German engineering and stuff like that. And like None just said, and I was about to touch on, America specializes in whooping ass. That's what we specialize in. That's the one thing we're good at. And that's why no matter how much money we owe somebody, they ain't going to do shit about it because we going to hit them like, don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. You're going to get hit with the old dog. Do we have a problem with the nuclear bomb in the back? And you ain't going to do nothing about it because we got them things. So when we chose to specialize in muscle, which has been detrimental to our growth in manufacturing and technology. We rely on Japan for technology. We rely on China for manufacturing. So I don't know if we'll be able to catch up, you know what I'm saying? Because we already made that sacrifice for muscle, and I can't be mad. I'm not mad at muscle.
Listen here, bro. I ain't trying to say nothing negative. I ain't trying to say no racist shit or nothing like that. That's not my line. But I seen photos. Them motherfuckers over there building Gundams. I don't think we got someone how to stop a Gundam.
a big ass nuclear warhead.
You know what I'm saying? They got Pacific Rim over there.
We'll send the motherfuckers back to Hiroshima time as 1,000. They be like, not again.
They send a mech over here, it's over.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? We ain't got nothing that's gonna stop no mech.
That is facts.
And then on top of that, nobody really truly knows if America is like bluffing. You know what I mean? We had that one bullet that it's like somebody that say, oh, they got the hammer on them all the time. Oh, don't worry about America. America got the hammer on them. America got the hammer on them. How you know America got shells like that? You know what I'm saying? We shot off one nuke, right? One time. Two nukes?
Yeah. It was Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yeah, Nagasaki.
We got so much more. How you know we not bluffing?
It's the thing is, we don't need so much more. Back then, those nukes killed 60,000, 100,000 people. One nuke today is 1,000 times stronger than Hiroshima. One nuke is killing millions of people. A lot of countries don't even got one. We wiping your whole economic structure off the map with one touch of a button. It's over.
Nah, I'm sorry. This shit remind me of Vince Staples. He was on the Joe Budden show.
Yeah.
And he was like, now when my nigga Barry was in office, because he called Barack Obama Barry. Had to be dying. Either Barry, he would have been like, "Oh, drop a bomb on us." You say like, he was like, "Yo, Barry was sending them everywhere." Like, "Oh, we still looking for who? Sending them there. Still looking for what? They want what?" Like, so like that's definitely something we have to look out for because Russia was like anybody. Like that's what the U.S. showed the world where they stood at when Russia was like, "If any of y'all motherfuckers get involved, we got weapons too. What's up?" And niggas said, "Okay, we hear you," and they sat down.
Yeah.
You say so like they didn't show that. I think that was like a test to see like, oh, so if we do something that I think that we shouldn't do, what y'all gonna do? And they did nothing. Nothing.
Because that shit wasn't worth it though. Fuck that. Y'all better not send us into a nuclear holocaust for fucking a place I never even heard of.
Yeah.
They wasn't even their own country until about 8 years ago. You better fuck out of here.
So it was like all that stuff was going on, which cool. I think they became an independent country in 1992. So it was like, you know, they did that, and once they saw that the United States wasn't going to do nothing, that pushed. And then when the whole thing happened with COVID, and then China and I think another country, I can't remember what other country it was. It might have been Russia. They filed a suit against the United States at the United Nations, for chemical warfare.
Right.
So then it was another thing. It was another conference that they had about food and hunger and all that stuff. And the only country that really voted no was the United States. The United States has done some things that is unspeakable, and because we had the like Nunn said, we had those imaginary balls, whether they real or not. We had that there for such a long time. They tested the waters, and we didn't pass that test. So now they don't care about what you call it. They just brought on another 14 countries under BRICS. So now BRICS is higher than the other group.
I ain't gonna hold you. Mitch Ninja Turtle McConnell, he gotta go. Mitch McConnell gotta go.
Not Ninja Turtle. He said Donatello in the face ass nigga.
Donatello, hey, it's Franklin. Come over to play. Yo, Mitch McConnell gotta go. That man is a terror.
He said, "Get the turtle hermit the fuck out of here."
Yo, he gotta get up out of here.
God damn. Nah, you right though.
Mitch gotta go.
What specifically makes you say that at this point?
Because Mitch McConnell is just like the worst. It just brought up just how the U.S. government is and how we block certain bills and certain things that can benefit so many people by just being generous, not even generous, but just being fair and delivering equality to all. The rich wants to be rich so bad and stay rich. They don't want us to obtain it at all. But we're going to make it there. We're going to get there one day eventually. $1 at a time.
Let me ask you something. Because I was watching something earlier on CNN and they was talking about possibly, it was like, it's a certain age where you could become a senator and a president and all that. They're trying to put an age restriction possibly where you're too old for that shit. Do you think niggas like Mitch McConnell is just simply too old to even be in government? He 81 right now. Is he just too old and need to get the fuck out of there?
Mitch Ben needed to go. I think you shouldn't even be driving after a certain age.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You ever see somebody that look older than the car? Older than the year of the car?
He said, damn, that was a classic, and you a classic to the classic.
Yo, what? That was the new joint when
nigga driving a Trans Am. He was 30 when he got it.
Got the fresh car from 1943 from World War.
You got the car he lost his virginity in on prom night.
Yo, tell him about it. This is crazy.
So what y'all think about this? Is something I thought about, and it connects to the AI. We was just talking about the government. So with the deep fake shit, do you think that governments will use deep fakes as reasons to incite war on other countries?
I'm pretty sure we've done it. I'm pretty sure now that we know about it, it's old. I'm pretty sure that now that it's public information, this is the old thing. They already moved on. They're already 2 or 3 steps ahead of what we are privy to. So this is just the first step in that direction. But I'm pretty sure it's been done. I'm pretty sure there's been deepfake videos, and we have enacted as a country to make war or conflict or to present an enemy that isn't even our enemy or isn't even a real person per se. But that's stepping too deep into the what you call that, the conspiracy theory realm. But I know it's true though. Like now that we know about it and it's pretty information to us, just like with the UFOs and all of that is unblacklisted and all of that type of information, and we're getting privy to it. It's things that we don't know, and they're already ahead of us.
Yeah, because they told off they knew from the 1930s, had the shit from the 1930s, 1930s, and we took mine now in 2023, 2022. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in it. And normally when they do leak those type of information, it's normally to distract us from something else that's going on. You're saying like when our technology wasn't even as advanced as it is now, they was already doing things like that, fake videos, fake things, and that's something we have to be wary of because once again, how do we prove that? And then we do prove such a thing is normally you're a whistleblower. That's a terroristic act against your country because you told the truth. Like the truth is not allowed nowadays. We saying you already saw from that dude from the Olympics when he said like how you a world champion without battling against the world, and everybody got mad at him because we don't like the truth.
Yeah. It's a lot of that going on, and I think it will continue to go on. And we're not going to know what the fuck is real at the end of the day. You're going to be looking at a video and you're going to question everything that you see. Basically, you're going to question, like, is this even facts? I mean, it's been happening since we was going through all them tragedies with the bombs and shootings, and people like, yo, that's the same actor from this one, and that looked like this, and that looked like this. Now they got it's even more efficient. You don't even need no actor. You could just deep fake everybody in a video. You don't even know if the shit ever happened.
Hey, yo, you know how you ever watch an old episode of Maury or like one of those talk shows, and they show people who get catfish saying, "Oh, I talked to this celebrity, or I talked to that person, and they're real." With this deep faking, it's gonna get way worse.
Yeah,
it's gonna get way worse.
Yeah, I remember that. Y'all remember that shooting that happened, and they said that it was an ex-military man who did it. But right before it happened, yeah, they requested. They was looking for actors to react to a scene of a traumatic event right before it happened, like a couple days before that. Like you said, like it's already happened with less technology. So once technology moves past a certain point, who's to say? You say what's going on? Like who's to say? Like that lady, I remember that lady when they was talking about all of the school shootings. She was definitely in every single one, crying in the background. Like, how did you know which one to go to? You was at the Boston race one. You was at the freaking the elementary school thing. Yeah. You was everywhere. How did you know? How did you know? That's another problem too. They running against Sue because everybody got cameras now. Everybody got phones now. So y'all can't get away with stuff. Now they have to try to go even deeper, even further into it. So we got to come up with technology.
How you know she don't got the same secret powers and abilities like Jay Prince with them finger guns? She could just have that ability because you know Jay Prince, once he point them finger guns at you, it's over for you.
Not Jay Prince.
Once Jay Prince hits you with that, it's over.
Somebody add a clip of this podcast and he's gonna come get us. You know what I'm saying? Mr. J. Prince, I don't got no beef with you. Keep your finger imaginary guns where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all see that anime with the old man and the young boy that got hit by the meteor and they became robots or whatever and they could finger point and shoot you and all that? Y'all never seen that?
That's what it's called.
No,
that's name of that one.
That drawing sight fire. They got hit with a meteor and it killed them, but it made them cyborgs. They had all these powers. One of them was an old man. One of them was a teenage dude. Shit was fire. I'll send that to y'all.
Okay. Yes, send it. Because right now we're watching the Immortal King.
Now you know she just don't got that ability. Just when she in pitches or she around a certain area, terror just about to strike. You see Shorty, she probably a warning sign. You see her, you just better get out of there. Be like, yo, ain't that?
Yeah, Miss, if
Like,
you watching
yeah,
this, or you
everywhere
ever
she
end up
goes.
watching this, don't go wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I wish you health, wealth, and blessings to stay where you at. Don't come out my way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah. If you see her face, just know it's not about to end well because she's
she
about to
is
be
the
in the
sign of the
mode.
end of days. If y'all see her, she is the sign of the end of days running the other direction screaming. You know, I could have been a spy, y'all.
How out here?
All right, boom. So when I was in high school, I was looking up some research for naked mole rats. So I typed into Google mole, and then I clicked on like almost like a wiki page before the wiki page. I clicked on that page, and then it sent me to a site to fill out and become a spy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this real? And I think it was because when I went back and tried to do it again the next day, that site no longer exists. I couldn't go into that link. It was nothing there. I couldn't find it nowhere else.
See, that was Morpheus. He was trying to take you out the Matrix.
I'm about to say, like, that was your chance.
That was Morpheus right there. He tried to
Could have
tell you
been
to
Kim
follow the way
Possible out
around it.
here.
Or maybe I didn't miss my chance, and I'm telling you I did.
She know more than she's letting on, y'all. It's not even really honey. It's a deep fake version.
Yeah,
We
big
never
facts,
really
yeah.
knew who she was.
I didn't. Well, I'm gonna deep fake myself. I'm gonna deep fake myself for some money. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely broke out here. I'm trying to GoFundMe y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just give honey some money. You know what I'm saying? That's the GoFundMe. Just give her some money because she needs it out here.
We all need it out here.
First of all, don't add y'all to. We ain't no we. We talking about me. Y'all
I mean,
selfish.
the collection plate goes to all, first of all. So if
First of all,
anything
y'all
going on the
selfish.
collection plate, I'm taking
Y'all
the third.
selfish. Y'all selfish. Nobody added y'all. Nobody added y'all to the thing. Y'all selfish. I need to slow that down.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I need some reprieve, so I'm gonna show this cleave.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make me a nice little deep fake thing, say from each one of y'all saying I don't want no money. Just give it all the honey.
Yeah, you probably could do that, which is crazy. It's probably so many ways for people to make instant money right now that we're not even thinking of with this AI shit. Like the shit do the work for you.
I know what people going hoopla about. People that get to turn like old photos into like talking or living memories.
Oh, you went dark right quick, honey.
Yeah, she went dog.
They tuned you out. They cut you out. The AI heard you told the spy information.
See, the deepfake that ran out. See,
She
y'all thought
started
y'all
telling
was
the
looking
spy
at,
secrets.
y'all thought y'all was looking at some real lusciousness, huh? The deepfake done ran out. The deepfake done ran out.
She's a
Y'all thought y'all
hologram the
was
whole
looking at
time.
some ooh wee. You
She
see
a
it loading back
Coachella
up.
holder.
The AI
Yeah,
loading
yeah.
back up.
I had a phone call. Somebody trying to come into the box. They want to talk. They're trying to get up in here.
I don't see them. Oh, you sent them the what you call it?
No, I definitely didn't. I told them they gotta click the link. So if you post the link again on YouTube so they can come in the box. Click, I don't know if they're not seeing the pen. I don't know what I'm saying.
I put it again.
Internet. Oh, but I know I did find a good AI generated short maker.
Mm-hmm. So
like the first like I think the first like 45 or the first like hour and 30 minutes is free to edit a long form video. So I made some short ones to see if it actually worked, and it actually did. So I'm gonna send you Brody. It
Wait,
does
so you already made videos? Can you post them on a?
I wanted to link them with other videos like in the correlation, but once I get a chance to, I'll put up a couple of them that's already there, and it zooms in on the people that's talking through our YouTube. You can only do it with YouTube links, or for example, like once you upload this video, you would just copy this YouTube link and you'll put it up, and they'll cut it up for you, all that stuff like that, and put the captions on it and everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put that in the short so people can look at that.
Or it could be a Google link. So maybe if you can figure out a way to turn our Instagram, long videos into like a Google link, then we could also upload that, and they'll make shorts out of our IG links. So AI does some things. That's okay. You know what I'm saying?
It does some good shit. I ain't gonna hold you. It's about to make me lazy. Niggas writing books with this joint. They about to be starting making whole video game programs with AI. Like you're not about to have to even think no more. The AI is about to think for you. And the more it can become accustomed to thinking how you think, it's going to become you, basically. You're going to be related to your AI.
Yep, there's even sites that you can go on, and they'll teach you. You put in an equation, they'll teach you step by step how to do that equation and give you the answers. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna slide that to my son because
why think out here?
it's like, mommy's a reader. Mommy's not a math reader. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they put letters with numbers. For what? Why would you do that?
It doesn't really make any sense to me either.
Like, I promise you right now, the way I struggle with the quadratic equation, you're saying, just to never use that as an adult, is disrespectful to me.
All right, so I think you fused two things together, and I just want to make
Same
clear
shit.
which.
It don't matter. It's all the same shit.
Does she want the quadratic formula or the?
No, the quadratic equation. They all those things I never used as an adult.
That's facts, though. There's no need for it as an adult. I couldn't imagine what it would be used for.
I barely use area when I do things. Like, find out the area of the floor you about to put tiles. No, I'm gonna buy a bunch of tiles and I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the area of it. I don't care about the perimeter. Because I'm not I don't have a penis. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like that's
she made mad sexist out here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there aren't women who do these things. They are. But this one is not. I hire people or I ask people with penises to do like, hey, I need to drill this. You have a penis? Come drill this thing for me. You know, that's kind of how it works.
What is a job? I got none. Is there anything that you do where you hit up a shorty and be like, yo, shorty, I don't know a recipe for this meal. I need you to come over here and make it, or my crib a little bit dirty. So can you like?
What
is there? Because she said like
day and age, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, like what I'm saying. Like I don't have nothing that that would be the equivalent of that. Like I'd be like, I don't got a vagina, so let me hit up somebody with a vagina to do this for me.
Yeah, because it's not your place to say that. It's only my place to say something about. Yeah, don't call me asking me for no damn recipe because I ain't gonna give you. I'm like, so your Google don't work? I'm trying to understand. That's one. Two, wait, my house is a little messy. Can you come help me? I'm like, what's wrong with your feet and your hands? Because you can do that yourself. Why are you calling me? You saying, but it's different. If there's a bug in my house, what do you have a penis for? Your penis is to help you kill this bug, take out this garbage, build this shit, unbuild this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I do it. No, I once at some point, and me and Miss Doctor, aka Lee Terrell, we was talking about it the other day. I want to really open a business. I want to do a DIY and dine type of business where I hire people to come and teach people how to do basic DIY things, whether it's Dollar Tree DIY or basic home decor, home improvements, which called, and I want to do that. And I know that there are a lot of women who do those things. You're saying I go all for them. You're saying, but if you don't teach me step by step, hand to hand, I ain't never gonna get that. So I'm gonna bring somebody through to help people learn how to do those things, especially those people with penises. You're saying that's definitely a job.
Big facts out here.
Mm-hmm. No cap. No kids that. So I don't know, lady, were you able to get into the thing? Did you press the link? What's going on with you?
Nah, nobody came in the box. I don't see them.
I'm glad y'all brought up this conversation. I didn't know how we was gonna be able to talk about it for 2 hours. There's nothing that I questioned. I'm like, I don't know shit about shit. And I definitely looked up information about AI probably like 5 minutes before we jumped on here. But it's something to always think about to keep the conversation going because like both Nunn and Brody pointed out, this is something that is gonna keep growing as time goes on. And where is the line? Where do we stop? Where does our privacy come into play? Where does all these things come into play? So it's something we should be talking about. So I thank y'all for that because I would never thought of it.
I mean, clout is the driving force. We become the NPCs now. We becoming more akin to being AI, and AI is becoming more akin to being us. So at some point or another, we're gonna be in a world like Total Recall or something.
Yeah, especially since you could already see how like insecurities play from just the regular filters. You're saying like I have so many pictures online from years ago that I love, and there was no filters at all. But nowadays, it's hard for me to take a picture without a filter. I feel like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So what people using the AI is changing their face, changing their outfit, changing their body. I think that's definitely going to add up to insecurities in life later on down the line, where people are going to be wanting and willing to be plugged into the machine and live their life through an avatar because that avatar looks like how they wish they looked in real life.
I think that's coming soon with Meta.
Yeah, because only certain communities are allowed to get money to help them change how they look on the outside versus the inside.
Like I even trust Meta, and me and Mark Zuckerberg look like a robot himself. Like, yeah, I trust it. Yeah, nah.
He be licking his eyeballs out here. I definitely don't trust Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's a certified
weirdo. He bought all that
somewhere.
land in Hawaii. I don't like that fact.
You say you don't like what he did in Hawaii?
Yeah, he bought up a bunch of land in Hawaii. So now a lot of them are moving to Hawaii. Well, besides the wildfire that happened, but what you call it, a lot of people was moving to Hawaii, bringing up the price of living or buying land out there because they were buying land out there. What you call it? So he bought like a lot of land, like 40 acres, things like that, in like Hawaii, and it was of course a whole big hoopla over there.
Oh wow!
In a sense, like at some point we gotta realize like sometimes things are just people are just too greedy. I get that we're supposed to be a capitalist country, but it hasn't been beneficial to a lot of people that need help. Because at what point, just like with the AI, where does the line draw in the sand with a lot of things, including that? Like how we definitely need to dig into we definitely need to dig into these damn mega churches. I'm telling you, that have to be one of the next. I know that next week we're doing something different, and the week after we do something, but like at some point before the end of September, we need to dig into these mega churches. You say dig into these pastors that got multi-million dollar homes with an S. You know what I'm saying? Jets and all these things. Politicians with the same thing. All these people are supposed to be helping their flock or the people and the communities which they're supposed to be serving, and they live in life, beyond anybody's imagination, and no one's saying anything. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be the first ones to jump on board with these AI things because it doesn't affect their life too much as it would affect ours.
I dig that. I think that it is going to affect our lives in the upcoming future. Maybe not so much today, but it's definitely going to start coming. Like we already doubting. They already talk about Drake not really making his music no more. It's really ChatGPT, and like they're about to start making up people that don't even exist. You're not even going to know if this person don't exist. They're going to be celebrities that ain't even real people. They've been showing you that in sci-fi and stuff like anime and Dark Black Mirror and stuff like that for years, and I think that that's going to become a reality. We're not even going to know if people are real.
Yeah, or even now they're coming out with movies that look like kind of like video game based. It look like a video game, but it's a whole movie, and they have actors just do the voiceovers, and they're making it a movie. You know what I'm saying? And people are loving these characters. They're fantasizing about these characters. They're doing things, so it's going to change how we look at life, how we look at how we look at what's attractive to us. You know what I'm saying? Like perfectly generated bodies versus actual bodies. All of things are definitely going to play its part. So it's like, I don't know. I wish it was a simple answer to everything because I definitely like what AI has brought to me, how it benefited me personally. But I could definitely see the coming and ongoing problem that will cause if we don't put any preventative measures behind what could possibly happen with people playing around with AI.
I honestly think that based on what you were speaking about with people being attracted to people, it's been a lot of society has progressed because of relationships and people being attracted to one another. Like a dude will probably be cool with living in a cardboard box because he wants his girl to be comfortable. He will build a mansion. You know what I'm saying? Once that becomes obsolete or the goal or the standard keeps getting higher and higher and higher, I just think that society is going to stop elevating at a point. It's just going to be all virtual reality or all bullshit society. Like, what's the point of, like, nobody's going to feel the need. Like, you don't got to show off for a girl no more. You don't got to try to impress her or build a mansion for her no more. You live in a virtual mansion in your brain. It's going to be like Second Life, basically. Like, the real world is damn near going to be like Second Life.
Mm. I saw this one anime. So you was every day you was allowed to change how your apartment looks. So although like you could have like rundown furniture, the image that is projected onto that, it looks like you live in like a 18th century cathedral. You're saying like whatever.
Mhm.
Like so and that was super dope. That was super dope concept and idea, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna affect us. So if you guys know any programs that's looking for investors that you know is about to take off, definitely let us know because I'm broke out here. I'm just gonna mention that again every time you have a podcast to remind you that honey broke. So I need these ideas. You know what I'm saying? And I will give you nothing from it, but if you think of a great idea, I definitely deserve 20%.
That's crazy how she just became your manager and charged double what a normal manager charges. That's wild.
First of all, how you know that's double what a manager charges?
Because I always hear 10% as a management fee.
See, you heard or you know.
I heard.
Exactly. So you don't know. You don't know. Now it's 25% for you, Brody.
That's wild out here. How I get charged more?
Because you acted up. You can just let it go, but you want to sit here, you want to add on to the method of madness. Why would you do that? That's rude to me.
ChatGPT told me to say that, so I had to say it.
It did not. I'm partial owner of ChatGPT on my phone, and I'm gonna ask it right now, and he told me that it's not true.
Yo, I want to know how whoever came up with that shit. I want to know how they came up with that. That shit damn near like a person, yo. Like that. Remember Ash Jeeves back in the day when you used to Ash Jeeves shit? That shit's like Ash Jeeves times a billion.
And I'm a little paperclip.
Yeah.
Little paperclip stuff. Go ahead, paperclip boy. And later on, he was able to change it and do different little things. That was high flying technology back
Right, back in the day.
You know what I'm saying?
You could ask Jeeves anything though.
Mm-hmm.
He knew everything.
I love ChatGPT. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It really helped me out a lot on my journey of being an author. Even though it does use a lot of repetitive words like over and over and over again. So you always gotta take that shit out like, bro, like how many times you gonna use the same fucking word to describe something and get it together? But it really has helped me format my book. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who is in here, I'm definitely coming out of the book. It's gonna be on Amazon soon within the next couple months, which call it it's a sexy book out here. And I'm gonna use the ChatGPT to help me, get my shit together, help me get better wording and format, whatever case may be. And it's pretty dope in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I got probably like two more chapters left before I send it off to editing.
Yeah, better go. Yup. Book coming out. Yeah, book.
And y'all better buy my book because if y'all don't, I know where y'all live and now y'all gonna owe me 25% just like Brody.
That's crazy out here. What I want to ask you regarding the book though. Damn. So how long did it take you to write the entire book with the use of AI?
Like you can pretty much get ChatGPT to write you a book. It'll be like I remember because when I was thinking of different things I was going to do, I was like, okay, so write me a story about a dragon versus another supernatural. They wrote the whole story back in the land of Dracoa. They wrote a whole. They could actually literally write you a whole book on its own. But the way my book is going, the way I wanted to format, the way I want to play with certain characters, it takes a little longer because if they do write something, say I have them write a certain chapter, I still have to go back in and add dialogue, take out certain words, replace it, add my own spin. But it was helpful. So I think that it definitely cuts writing the book down to like half the time.
Damn.
So if it takes you like 3 months to write a book, your book should be done in a month and a half. The ChatGPT. So like
that's impressive.
I fucks with it, you know what I'm saying? And I think after I finish doing it, I might just like copy and paste, run it through, and ask them not to correct any grammar. Because you can tell it exactly what you want. Like, can you format this for a PDF file? Can you take out the any type of grammar mistakes? Which it'll do exactly what you say. I could say, hey, write me a chapter in first person narrative. The main character is a man. The man feels some type of way, but you would add dialogue and write a whole little short paragraph of what you want to happen, where you want dialogue, and they'll do the whole thing for you.
See, that's interesting, man. So it's going to get scary out here. It's going to get spooky out here. You're going to see a lot of studios. Like right now, we got the Writers Guild. They all went on strike, right? That's why a lot of men in the studio about to be like, fuck you. I can write this shit with ChatGPT. Like, fuck you talking about?
Write me a screenplay with da-da-da-da-da-da. and they give it to you. Oh, write me. I did that too. Like, all right, what kind of chapter should I name? And then it gave me all the labels, name I want my chapter to be. They there. Like, honestly, if my book wasn't what it was going to be, I probably would went that route. Like, if I write a children's book, I might just go, hey, ChatGPT, write me a children's book about da 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 da. The only thing I can say is that the AI system is as biased as the internet system, right? So I remember one time when we was talking about the LGBTQIA community, and I was trying to get arguments for and against. And against pretty much was like nothing. They'll give you a great argument for, but it won't give you any argument against without saying, like, some people might say, you're saying, like, and the same way you go on Google, if you look up anything negative towards that group, you have to go to page 6 through 12 to find anything. The first few pages is only
Right.
positive things. So that the AI is definitely reflective on the public's view of certain things at that time.
So you would say it's as if ChatGPT is looking up your searches in real time and putting it there.
Not my searches, it's looking up everyone's searches. Whoever searched anything on the internet, whoever wrote anything on the internet, it looks up all that stuff, compiles something, and it puts it back on there. That will even tell you the website where you got it from. You could tell ChatGPT, I want you to look up this argument only from accredited sites, and it'll go from only from accredited sites and give you information. Like last week, not last week, I think on whenever we were talking about fake news, right?
Right.
Through ChatGPT, I was able to find websites. I'm like, what websites, check facts. Boom, it gives you a list of websites. It gives you a little background on each website. It gives you an argument for and against fake news, creativity, anything you want to argue. Put in ChatGPT. You in college? Use ChatGPT. It'll write you your whole thing. Just make sure you play, because they're gonna learn. They're gonna know if you used it based on some words that you use. So always switch up your words a little bit, or take out certain words that ChatGPT normally uses and replace it with something else. You're gonna get an A.
Mm.
Oh, and even that thing I was telling you about with our footage, it gives you a success rate with each one. They give you like 14. So it's like, oh, this one has a 99% of success rate, and it gives you each one and how much viewage you should pull in based over each one that you they chopped up.
That's incredible. Yeah, we need to invest in that for sure.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. What you call it? I think it's to open my Safari, and I also let you see some of the I'll send you some of the videos too that because you can put them on the YouTube page. What you call it? So it was cute. But yeah, with that being said, guys, it's about to be 7:30. You know what I'm saying? This is the Out Heree Podcast. We had a nice little talk today about AI and how it affects us and future, how the future may look with AI. And I think it was a great conversation. I don't know too much about it. I know I've seen the benefits, but I can also see the future downfalls. So I'm glad we were able to talk about it. So I'm your host, Goddess Honey Cocoa B, and the B stands for Beige. We are on here every Sunday at 5:30, and we are on Instagram Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 Eastern time. So we hope to see you guys there. And if you do have Plenty of Fish, I also stream on Plenty of Fish as Goddess Honey, one word, same thing on tag. So check me out. And Out Heree Podcast also will be trying to go live as much as possible also on TikTok. I'm going to pass the ball on to my male hosts with their hands themselves, and they're going to let you know who they are.
Oh, it's nothing better just me. I'm just over here trying to be me. That's all I can be. Man, and she's not big. She's definitely light skinned. She's definitely bright. That B stands for bright.
Brody, you know that knew him.
B stands for bright. My B stands for better. Her B stands for bright. So that's.
You look pale.
Brightness.
And Brody, introduce yourself because we're tired of people acting up.
It's
bright and yellow, bright and yellow, bright and yellow, bright and yellow.
AKA Black Male Media, the pro antagonist out here on another Sunday. You already know what it is. Follow us on Instagram. Check us out Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Thank y'all for everybody came in. Like, share, subscribe, and share.
Wait. And our other host that's currently not here, but she hopped in for a little bit in the middle of the stream.
You already know.
That shit's out here.
AKA
she is very popular.
AKA the Chanelica, AKA Kalia Machiavelli, AKA Momo on Second Life. Just definitely check her out. And another host that we don't have in right now, We'll be back when life gets together. It's definitely our Jutsu Crew for school.
Cool.
Definitely
Yes,
check
that's
us
a fact.
out. We already have videos on IG. We got some videos coming, some more shorts coming to YouTube. We're doing the damn thing. We just started. We appreciate all the support that we're getting, that we will be getting. You guys are super dope and amazing because you're you and the only you that ever exists out here. So,
That's a fact. Share, like, and subscribe. Check us out.
Until next time, y'all. Peace.